listening to the What the Wrestling podcast, the show that brings you all things wrestling with your host, RJD.
Oh, you already know what time it is. WrestleMania Night 1 is in the books. What a night it was. What's going on, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Y'all know what time it is. WrestleMania Night 1 is out. It's in the books. It's over. And, man, we got a lot to talk about. A lot happened on this show. A lot is going to happen tonight. And by God, dare I say I have faith that WWE got Cody right.
Perfect.
Literally, it was perfect. They couldn't have done any better. Literally, they couldn't have done any better. I am so happy for that brother right there. But we are going to get into all of it. But first, check out the screen. You already know my socials are up. Let us get into it. So, follow me. RJD10K on Instagram, RJ699 on Twitter, RJD199 on Snapchat. But most importantly, follow What's the Wrestling on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok.
Perfect.
As always, follow me on Anchor and Spotify as well.
Perfect.
WrestleMania Night 1, we are now going to do Season 3. We are going to leap into Season 3 with this episode right here. I will get into it after the break, which is right now. Let's go! Yes, 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 'tis I, RJD here. Welcome to What the Wrestling. I am your host. As always, you already know what time it is. Man, we had ourselves a WrestleMania Night 1 yesterday. God damn it, it was a decent show. I mean, it was more than a decent show. It was a good show. I'm not going to sit here and cap. We're not going to sit here and lie and say WrestleMania was whack. Nah. If you was a wrestling fan, WrestleMania was good last night. So, all those people, we're going to get into some AEW people too, because, I mean, y'all doing too much. Not going to lie. AEW guys are doing too much, man. You're doing too much. It's not that goddamn serious, okay? But we're going to get into it. But first things first, let's talk about what's next. So, Season 3. Excuse me. What the Wrestling? Damn, I don't got my water. It's all right. We're going to power through. Season 3. What the Wrestling? On Spotify and Anchor, I'm now going to be doing a Season 3. It is going to be more live. You know, WrestleMania season, when they reboot, I'm going to reboot. So I'm going to be doing more. I'm going to be doing more live streams. I'm going to be doing more live reactions because I love the live reactions. And I'm going to make sure that we do Season 3 right. You know, we had Season 1. We had Season 2. Now we're going to do Season 3. And I'm looking forward to doing some extra stuff. Looking forward to putting some extra content out there. Looking forward to upgrading, upgrading the quality of what the wrestling, the quality of the mic, the quality of the sound. As you see, there are no headphones right now, but the you know, it seems like if it's not one thing, it's another when I try to get things right with the with the with the headphones and the mic and the sound. If you know my RJD TV profile, you know if it's not one thing, it's another with my sound. So listen,
You stupid.
don't judge me, okay? Don't judge me. We're gonna make it work. We're gonna figure it out. We're not going to sit here and complain. I'm just grateful everybody's sitting here and rocking with me. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all the people rocking with me. All the people like, yo, what's your thoughts? Yo, this is dope. I appreciate all y'all. You guys are the real MVPs.
Perfect.
Now listen, let's get the stuff out the way first and foremost. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. All right, just do it. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. What the Wrestling? You have my socials in the beginning. If you missed it, just rewind a little bit, put it on there, and go subscribe to my stuff. Watch my stuff. We're bringing you the content, following all things wrestling. We're going to be adding some New Japan. We're going to be adding some HOG. I do intend on going to some HOG shows now that the mandate is lifted in NYC. I'm excited. We've got a lot of things going on. Thank you to WWE. Thank you to Cody Rhodes for not effing up WrestleMania Night 1. I'm not going to lie. Let's talk about that first. Let's get into it. I'm not going to lie. WrestleMania Night 1, I was not too ecstatic. It wasn't looking too good. I didn't think it was going to be that good. Night 1 was all right. Night 1 was good. This reminded me of WrestleMania 31. I think 30 was the one where Bryan won. But on paper, I was just like, meh. But we had a lot of good surprises. And even though we had some surprises last year, and it made it watchable as well, I am looking for the things I was looking forward to delivered. And there was really only one thing yesterday that I was like, okay, it's all right. But the show was good as a whole, which was great because we don't normally get that. So I'm not going to sit here and say that I'm not happy that this show delivered. Before I get into more stuff, there will be so I got a lot of stuff coming out. So there will be a stand and deliver. There will be a stand and deliver podcast I'm going to put out this week. There will be a Ring of Honor, Supercard of Honor, which was a good show that I will be putting out this week. And obviously I'm going to be doing WrestleMania Night 2 tomorrow. So stay tuned for all the content I have coming out. I got a lot of stuff coming out this week. I'm excited. I'm grateful I get to talk about all this stuff. This is such good shit. This is good shit. So I'm not going to sit here and cap. There's a lot of wrestling. And man, it is a great time to be a wrestling fan.
Perfect.
Holy hell. To be a wrestling fan right now is just, it's awesome. Listen, if you're a wrestling fan, give me a hell yeah.
Give me a hell yeah. I said give me a hell yeah.
Man, I'm not going to lie. We're going to get into how I felt about that later on. Man, that shit brought me. See, man, no, let me wait. I ain't going to do it. I ain't going to do it. We going to wait.
Nope.
We going to wait. Listen, okay, so WrestleMania from Dallas, Texas. Arlington, Texas. My bad. Sorry about that.
You stupid.
From Arlington, Texas, coming to you live. Was good. Let's start off with the first match. We had the Usos versus Shinsuke Nakamura and Rick Boogs. This match never got off the ground. It was started. First of all, let's talk about the entrance. Yes, we had America the Beautiful. That happened. We had the Dallas Cheerleaders. That happened. Great. Now, moving on to the matches. So, um, Shinsuke Nakamura and Rick Boogs opened the show. Grateful to see Rick Boogs. I need to see this live. Like the whole Shinsuke entrance. I haven't seen it live. When I went to the takeover, he had just been called up to the main roster, so I missed it. Shout out to my boy Ruda, my boy Mike Ruda. He got to see that when he won the title, when they did the violin. I think the violin solo before the guitar solo I like better, but listen, we ain't going to complain. Rick Boogs did his thing. The charismatic brother, which is Shinsuke Nakamura, they came down. This was starting out quickly. We had the good vibrations early. Jimmy and Jay started to take control, but the problem started when this match ended abruptly because Rick Boogs was going to he had I think Jimmy Uso on his back. He was going to attempt to Jay Uso jumped on top of Jimmy and he was going to squat both of them. And I'm pretty sure I've seen him do this before. So it's not like the brother can't squat like 800 pounds. He is a big dude. So I'm sure he's done this before a million times. But for some reason, his leg gave out. Like when Jay jumped on him, he kind of just dropped. And you saw his right leg just give out. So I thought it was going to be part of the story of the match. And me personally, I just thought, okay, his leg gave out. He's going to roll out. They're going to do the 2-on-1 thing with Shinsuke, and then he's going to get beat up. But they got Shinsuke in the corner, hit him. I think Jay had his hair, set him up for a super kick. They threw him against the ropes for the 1D, and then that was that. So I was like, damn, the match is over that quick. I think it was only like 10 minutes, 7 minutes. So it never really got started because Boogs got hurt. Now, when the match ended, I was like, oh, shit, maybe he's really hurt. And it ended up happening to carry him out. So that sucked. I was like, yikes. I hope he's okay. And we found out later that he tore his quad, patella tendon, I think it was. He will require surgery. He's going to have surgery in the next day or two. And that sucks because I wanted to see Rick Boogs and Shinsuke get the titles. I don't know if they would have got the titles here, but I want to see them get the titles because I think they're a good act. And I think they deserve the titles. Not going to lie. Sucks to see Rick Boogs get hurt. Quad injuries take a fucking long time to heal. So he might be out 4 to 6 months. It depends on, I guess, how bad the tear is. But that really sucks, man. Because I liked him. I like Rick Boogs with the long hair. I like Rick Boogs with the short Freddie Mercury look. But he got hurt. And you hate to see the injury bug hit anybody. But it happened. So I just want to say get well soon to Rick Boogs. The Usos retain. Like I said, match never really got off the ground, but it was good for what it was. Then we had Drew McIntyre versus Happy Corbin. I'm not going to lie. Didn't expect this match to be anything.
You stupid.
I was wrong. This match was good. I'm not going to lie. I was like, oh my God, poor Drew getting sucked into this vortex of mid-cardness. But you know what? This was good. We had a deep six for a near fall. Momentum started to swing in McIntyre's favor. Set up for the Claymore. 3, 2, 1. But then he reversed it into the deep six. After that, he ended up getting hit with the end of days. And McIntyre kicked out. Holy shit. I was like, I don't think that's ever happened.
Nope.
And then you know what happened? The commentators told me that's never happened. So I was like, oh, shit.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Somebody kicked out of the end of days. That is probably the most protected move in the industry. Not in WWE, in the wrestling industry. I haven't seen anybody ever kick out of that. So the fact that he kicked out of it was crazy. We had a couple of false finishes. After that, we had a Claymore. 3, 2, 1. Kick to the face. See you later. And that was all she wrote after the match. Madcap Moss was up on the apron. Drew had his sword, and then he chopped the ring ropes. He got 2 out of the 3 of the ring ropes chopped. McIntyre looked at him with the sword like, I will kill you. Madcap Moss was like, chill out. And that was all she wrote for that. Now, listen. This was a good match. This was a good match. Not going to lie. Shout out to Baron Corbin. I saw a tweet somebody put out, it might have been Bully Ray, that he is severely underrated. Respect my authority. Very true. He is severely underrated. Next, we have the Mysterios versus The Miz and Logan Paul. Okay, so first things first. First things first. Let's start the show. Goddamn Logan Paul with this goddamn $6 million Pikachu Pokemon card around his neck. He's got a $6 million Pokemon card around his neck. Yikes. So, dig the ring gear by Logan Paul and The Miz. They came out looking great. Mysterios, the double jump up from the floor. That was pretty cool. I'm not going to lie. Logan Paul's great. Logan Paul was great. Respect my authority. Now, am I going to put him over Bad Bunny? Am I going to put him over Bad Bunny? I don't know. I enjoy Bad Bunny a little more with that. The Bunny Destroyer. Like I liked Logan Paul yesterday, but I liked Bad Bunny last year. Bad Bunny did great. And it's funny how The Miz is in both. Like, listen, we're going to have to put some respect on The Miz's name, okay? Put some respect on that brother's name. The Miz is a very, very underrated. I would say The Miz, he's a two-time Grand Slam champion. That's true. But The Miz, he's great. He's a great talker. And he's not like, you're not going to get like Young Bucks flying floppity flop all over the ring. But The Miz is a good storyteller in the ring. And yeah, he doesn't do a bunch of crazy moves. He doesn't have to. I am appreciating The Miz more and more. Because if you think about it, last year, him and Morrison's great in the ring. They did their thing with Priest and Bunny. Now, this year, he's doing his thing with, he did his thing with Logan Paul. It's like the Miz is very good. Like, we're not going to sit here and shit on The Miz like, oh, he's fucking whack. No, The Miz is good, man. The Miz is good. So, Logan Paul, we had a Three Amigos, I believe, by Ray, but it got blocked. Oh, wait, let's talk about Logan Paul first. Logan Paul did his thing. He acted like a true heel. He's very athletic. He jumped. He was like jumping. He did like a very good high jump, touching his toes both times. He's very athletic. I mean, the brother fought Floyd Mayweather, so we're not going to sit here and say he's not an athlete. He has a great body. He's tall. I think Logan Paul is like 6'1", 6'2". He's tall. He's about my height, and he's big. He's got a big frame. Like, I don't have a big frame like Logan Paul does. I have more of a slim, athletic frame. Logan Paul has like a wide frame, and he's a good athlete. If he takes this shit serious, we could have him come in and he could put on some great matches and tell some great stories. Not even gonna lie. So, if Logan Paul wants to keep doing this shit, just like Bad Bunny, if he wants to come in a couple times a year, come get the bag, but take it serious, I'm all for that. So we're going to give Logan Paul some praise. We're going to give him some praise. Let's give him some praise.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
So, like I said, he had a couple of leapfrogs. Paul continued. He had some impressive moves. He hit Dominic with the power slam and a blockbuster, which was cool. The Miz, Miz and Logan Paul doing cheap shots. I really liked this part in the match where I think Rey Mysterio did the Three Amigos, got cut off on the third Amigo. Logan Paul then came in and did the Three Amigos, and then he went to the top rope, hit the Eddie real quick, and did the frog splash. That's when I jumped. I was like, yeah, Logan, yeah. Okay, no lie. That was the part of the match where I jumped up and I said, okay, Logan, now you've got me. You've got me, brother. You've got me. Now I want to see what you got. I was hype after that. I was like, okay, Eddie did a good frog splash. I was like, Logan, all right. You won me over, brother. You won me over. Shout out to Eddie. Rest in peace. So after that, they continued. I think Logan got hit with the double 619, but they hit him with the double 619, but they missed the blind tag by the Miz, who came in, and he cracked Dominic and then hit Ray with the skull crushing finale, if I'm not mistaken, and they got the win. So the crowd was up for this, especially after they did the Eddie. He was like, they booed the holy hell out of Logan Paul for doing the Three Amigos and the Frog Splash. But after that, I was like, I'm liking this Miz and Logan Paul. I didn't expect them to win. I thought the Mysterios were going to get the win. But then they came in and the Miz looks at him and then hits him with the skull crushing finale and turns on him. Effectively, the crowd goes crazy. So they turned the Miz. They had Logan Paul turn babyface. But I think the crowd wants to hate Logan Paul. So I don't know if that's going to work, because the Miz got cheered when he probably wasn't supposed to. But he got cheered for laying out Logan Paul. So I don't know what they're going to do. This was great. If you saying Logan Paul is whack and he can't wrestle, listen.
Stop the cap.
We're not going to do that. Not today. Stop the goddamn cap. Stop the cap. Good match. Next, we had probably most people's match of the night. Raw Women's Championship. Becky Lynch versus Bianca Bel-Air. Off the bat.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Off the bat. Excuse me, we're not going to cap. This was probably the match of the night. Probably the match of the night. Right now, Bianca Belair.
It's over 9,000. What?
Listen, it's over 9,000 for her. No cap. This match started off quick. They wanted to make you think that she was going to lose in 30 seconds again. Went for the manhandle slam, got reversed. Went for the manhandle slam again, hit it, got a very close 2 count. And then, no lie, after this, it was like bang, 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 bang. These ladies worked hard. Now, listen. We all know Becky and Charlotte, they've had their issues, personal and otherwise. They're not as tight as they used to be. They're probably not tight at all anymore. Shit happens. But I don't know if Becky was like, quiet cat. Now my cat wants to come join the party. I don't know. He's probably going to jump on me. Get out of here. I don't know if Becky wanted to work harder because Charlotte wanted that main event spot. I don't know if this played into anything, but these ladies worked hard as hell. Becky had the superstar entrance coming in on the Escalade. Bianca had the A&T band come and play her theme song. So they both got superstar entrances. And these ladies worked hard as hell. And they showed up and showed out. This was a great match. Bianca got her comeuppance. There was a 450 splash from the second rope. Extremely impressive because it was from the second rope. So you don't have as much time to rotate. And it was picture perfect. Lynch came down off the turnbuckle, and she hit a flip kick to the face. Now, I don't know what she was going for. She might have been going for like a senton, but she didn't get enough air. So she rotated, but she didn't get up enough for a full rotation. So she rotated and kicked her dead in the eye. And her eye looked like that shit swelled up. Like, as soon as the camera panned to it, she was like looking like this. Like, as soon as the camera panned to her, she was like, and then that bitch was swelling. That bitch was swelling up crazy. Like, so obviously unintentional. They gave her a couple seconds to get right. She countered the KOD by grabbing the top rope, but then she KOD'd her. She hit her with the manhandle slam on the ring steps, but then that couldn't put her away. And then after that, Becky began to just lose it. She just kept hitting her in the back, and she was screaming. I love the intensity. After that, Lynch went for the manhandle slam again, but she got kicked off the turnbuckle. She got hit with the KOD one more time because she did get hit with the KOD and got tossed out of the ring. But she got hit with the KOD one more time, and the crowd went absolutely apeshit for Bianca Belair's win. This was great. We're not gonna sit here and say this. This probably was match of the night. We're not gonna sit here and say these ladies didn't work hard. This was awesome.
Perfect.
This was great.
You win.
Flawless victory.
This was awesome. Another WrestleMania moment. Was this moment to me as good, as big of a moment as her beating Sasha? No. But was this match better than last year? Yes. That match was here. This match was just a half a notch above last year's match. So, listen, still good. So, I'll take it. It was great. Moving on. Then we had Seth Rollins come out. He had a choir singing his oh. We had that. We had a choir singing that, which was great. Seth Rollins came out looking crazy as usual with his wardrobe. He came out, I was like, what the hell are you wearing, bro? Like, what are you doing? What is this? So, Seth Rollins got in the ring. He was like, who's it going to be? Everybody's looking around. Seth Rollins is in the ring like, doing that evil laugh. The crowd is getting restless, and they milked this shit. They milked it and milked it and milked it. They made you wait and made you wait and made you wait and made you wait. The lights went out. Pyro went all the way up the ramp. The lights cut out completely. Then I heard wrestling has more than one royal family. I was like, Cody! Let's go. I was hyped. Not even going to lie. When I heard Cody Rhodes' music, when I heard Downstate, when I saw Cody come up the only elevator that anybody comes up, because it's the Cody Vader. Shout out to Wrestle Talk. I think they came up with that phrase. When I saw him come up the elevator with the neck tattoo, I was like, let's fucking go. I was hyped. I'm not even going to lie to you. Straight up.
You activated my trap card.
I was like, let's go. I was ecstatic. That was great. That was great. That was great. That was great. Cody is back in the I'm about to say AEW. Cody, no, he's not back in AEW.
You stupid.
Cody is back in WWE, and it was fucking great. It was great. Real talk.
Emotional damage.
A lot of emotional damage last night because I really, really wanted to see if they were going to fuck Cody up on his first night. And I was hoping, I prayed that they didn't mess this brother up. There is nothing you need to do different. Everything you do, his presentation, his look, his swag, his style, his promo style, his promos, nothing needs to change. Only thing that he's still a baby face because he gave a kid in the crowd his weight belt. So he's still a baby face. Everything you need to do is right in front of you. You don't need to change anything about Cody's presentation. Let Cody do Cody, and Cody's going to be a big star. Now, a lot of some interviews did come out about Cody where he talked about why he left AEW. He did say it was the easiest decision he's made. He did say that he wasn't going to get a lot of things were being portrayed about money, about his relationship with the Bucks and Tony Khan and Omega, and a lot of things were being said that weren't true, and he had to live with that because he didn't want to talk about it publicly. And I like the fact that he didn't want to talk about it. You know, it'll probably come out one day about why he really left, and that's okay if we don't know. We don't need to know. That's fine. He left. It's okay. Nothing wrong with him leaving. I love WWE. I grew up on WWE, WCW. I grew up on ECW. I grew up on all of that stuff. I want to see WWE succeed. I love AEW. I love that there's an alternative. That used to be NXT. Now it is AEW. I love the fact that Cody left. He made a name for himself. They couldn't hold him down. He went to New Japan. He went to Ring of Honor. He did all of these things. He joined the Bullet Club. He did all of these things. Then All In. And if it wasn't, like I keep telling everybody, if it wasn't for him, if it wasn't for Dave Meltzer putting out that tweet and Cody tweeting back, without Cody, there is no All In. Without All In, there is no AEW. So for everybody that's AEW faithful and you say, oh, he's a traitor, the brother came from WWE. How could he be a traitor? This is no different than a person leaving a team in the NBA, NFL, and signing somewhere else. NBA, this is no different. This is no different than Shaq coming up with the Magic, signing a contract with the Lakers, leaving the Lakers and getting traded to the Heat. This is no different. This is no different. The brother has the right to choose where he wants to wrestle. Leave him the fuck alone. Like, all those people saying that he's a traitor. Come on, man.
Get the fuck out of here!
Respectfully. He is allowed to go where he wants to go. He left. He started in WWE. He came up in that system. He came up there. He left. He didn't want to be Stardust anymore. He went and did something different. He bet on himself. He started a whole goddamn wrestling promotion with the Elite and Tony Khan, and collectively they started this promotion. Now AEW doesn't need him. Listen, Kenny Omega's gone and you don't even realize it. Moxley was gone and they were moving right along. AEW has so much talent, they don't even need Cody, Kenny. They got Keith Lee, Adam Cole, MJF, Sammy, Jungle Boy, all of these people that Bryan Danielson, Mox, all of these people that came in there. Now they're moving it into the next phase. And I don't know if this is true, but that reaction that Cody got last night where the crowd went apeshit and Cody, I think Cody wants to be a big star. And in AEW, and because he also said this in some of the various podcasts that he's done, he didn't want to be a 15-time TNT champion, which I understand. The brother is now a huge star. That reaction he got last night, that's a huge superstar reaction. And I think that's what he really wanted. He wanted to stay a babyface in AEW, but the crowd turned on him. And, Randy and the TV shows, all of that shit didn't help. It didn't help. When he first came in, AEW first started, he was a huge star. And the crowd began to turn on him. Shit happens. Now, he goes to WWE, he's a huge star. The crowd ain't going to turn on him because they're happy to see him. As long as they book him right, they don't overexpose him, and we don't see him every week, he'll be fine. He will be fine. He's going to be a big star. That guy I saw last night could be the world champion in WWE. Easily. So, let's hope that they don't mess him up. I'm not hype about him coming to WWE. I want to see the follow-up. I want to see what happens next. I want to see if they keep him where he is now, or if they overexpose him and start to make him feel like everybody else. And I hope they don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. So, Cody versus Seth Rollins. That's my Cody rant. Loved it. He walked down, crowd went apeshit. Loved it. I went apeshit on my couch. Cody comes down, does the Stardust thing, throws that shit out. They were saying the commentary played it up as he's shedding that old commentary, that old Stardust. He's shedding that. It's over. They had a great match. It started off slow and built. One thing I did notice. Stop the show. One thing I did notice. Seth Rollins is an excellent professional wrestler. Cody Rhodes is an excellent professional wrestler and an exceptional storyteller. These brothers, Cody Rhodes is probably the best storyteller in the business. He knows how to tell. Cody Rhodes doesn't need to do, oh my God, 450 splash. And that's nothing against 450. I love all of it. I love 450 splashes. I love the Young Bucks style. I love Kenny Omega style. I love Bryan Danielson style. I love New Japan style. I love I'm a pro wrestling fan. I love it all. But there's something to be said about Cody and how you wrestle and tell a story. And it's funny how Randy Orton was on Pat McAfee's show and he says a lot of things now. He didn't say, people don't know how to tell stories, but he says a lot of people now, you have to protect yourself because people don't know how to throw a punch in wrestling. So before, you used to be able to keep your hands down and somebody would throw a punch and they wouldn't break your damn jaw. He's like, now you kind of got to protect yourself because people are doing too much. And he was like, that's part of the problem. When I see Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins and some of these guys, and I marvel at how crispy and how excellent they are at telling a story. Cody, story of this match was his ribs. They sold it. He sold it. He sold it. This was great. Slow action in the beginning. Rollins took control of the match, taunting Rhodes along the way. He definitely he hit him with a move and he said, "Welcome back to the big leagues, bitch." I was like, okay, I see you. I see you. Respectfully. So they was talking. He was talking his shit. I like that. So they continued. They went to the outside. He tried to do a disaster kick off the steps, but Seth Rollins caught him but dropped him. So he kind of dropped him on his back. Picked him back up, gave him a buckle bomb into the barricade, which looked brutal. That sucked. That looked like it sucked. There was a stomp attempt, but it kept getting reversed. And then there was a crossroads. And then Seth Rollins kicked out of the crossroads. And then I was like, come on, son. Stupid. How you kicking out of the brother's finisher already? Like, I didn't like that, but it's all right. Then we had some pedigree teases. Rollins, I think, hit the pedigree. And then Cody kicked out. He was screaming that this is his house, this is his company. There was a crazy spot where he hit him with a reverse suplex into like another reverse suplex off the top rope. Looked brutal, crispy. Shout out to Seth Rollins. He's awesome. Then we had crossroads. Then another crossroads, a bionic elbow, and then a third crossroads. And that was all she wrote for Seth Rollins. He lost. So this match was great.
Oh, yeah!
So we're not going to sit here and cap that it wasn't. This was great. I loved it. Loved it. Then we had Charlotte Flair versus Ronda Rousey for the Smackdown Women's Championship. This was alright. It seemed like the chemistry was a little off, but the match was hard-hitting. The match was brutal. There was a ref bump in this spot where the ref missed the visual tap out of Charlotte. There was a Piper's Pit. Flair was able to get to the bottom rope. Rousey then complained. Flair hit the natural selection for a near fall. Flair set up the figure eight again, but Rousey kicked her into the ref, who missed Flair tapping out from the armbar. Rousey then attempted to get the ref, but Flair hit her with a big boot to get the win. Now, here's the thing.
Halfway. Take a few steps back to go.
You ain't got the answers, man. You ain't got the answers.
Let me ask you a question. When was the last time somebody won with a big boot? Can somebody give me the answers?
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Who the hell wins with a big boot? The big boot is a devastating setup move, or it's a devastating move to stop momentum or to gain some momentum. I ain't never seen nobody win with a damn big boot. The ending came out of nowhere. And I think that's what kind of took away from the match for me. The match wasn't bad. I mean, the chemistry might have been off, but I feel sorry for these ladies because they worked hard, but they were in a shitty spot. you had to come after Cody Rhodes and the debut of Cody Rhodes, and then you had to come before Stone Cold Steve Austin. So it's like, come on, man. They got the shit end of the deal. They really did. That was a bad spot for them. I mean, not their fault. What are you gonna do? This feud is going to continue. It's not over. But they were in a bad spot, man. They were in a bad spot. So it's all good. Yeah, shit happens. They'll be fine. Then we had Mr. Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Give me a hell yeah. I said give me a hell yeah.
On the KO show. This was awesome. This made me feel like I was back in 1999, 1998, and I was back in middle school. I'm dating myself. I was back in middle school in the late 90s, running home to watch Monday Night Raw at 8 o'clock so I could watch Stone Cold give Vince McMahon a stunner. The nostalgia was crazy. To see Stone Cold, now listen, to see Stone Cold back in a wrestling ring with that intensity, and I know Stone Cold must have been nervous, or I knew he was feeling butterflies, but he had that same Stone Cold look. And Stone Cold doesn't look as old as he is. I think he's like 57. Goldberg doesn't even look as old as he is. But there's something about bald guys and goatees that just makes you look younger than you are. Oh, listen, man. Don't judge us, man.
How dare you?
It's all good.
Stop the cap.
No cap needed, baby. Listen, this was great, man. KO came out, insulted Texas some more. That was great. He continued to rant. He said, but listen, I got more to say. The glass hits. Crowd goes crazy. And shout out to this crowd because they kept the energy up all night. There were things that got them hype, and they stayed there. They did come down, but they went back up. They did come down, and they went back up. And they were still going crazy for Stone Cold. And he did both sides. He looked, he went back out, went back and got his ATV, or his whatever the hell you call it. Came down and got his ATV, came down, went around the ring a couple of times. He went into the ring, doing his thing, without the middle fingers, because, PG. And KO said, listen. Austin took a seat. He said, listen, calm down, take a seat. He said, he came down and you want to have a conversation. He's like, you have a stupid haircut and you're talking trash about Texas. You are one stupid son of a bitch. Man, just the promo ability alone, it just brought me back. Man. Stone Cold talking his shit. It brought me back, man. I'm so glad I get to see some of these guys from back then now. And they can still cut a promo. Man. Lord help us when The Rock comes back. Lord help us. Because next year it's him and Roman. Lord help us. As long as they can keep that same energy. Owens then they began to trade some insults. He said, you're going to have 5,000 people. You're going to have 70-something thousand people calling you an asshole. They all called him an asshole. Shout out to Vince. Then Kevin Owens said, listen, I lied. I tricked you. I came down here because I wanted to fight. And you want to fight Stone Cold Steve Austin. I know I do a bad Austin impression. But you want to fight Stone Cold Steve Austin here in Texas. Give me a hell yeah. It's like, if you want to see Stone Cold Steve Austin have his last match in Texas, give me a hell yeah. Yeah. Shout out to LA Knight. So,
Give me a hell yeah.
and they went crazy. So he said, he was going to say, bring me a goddamn ref, but he said, bring me a ref. I guess, how you say shit and bitch, but you can't say damn? I don't understand. Okay. Anyway, we had a ref come down, And then this shit was on and popping after that. It was like, here we go.
It was at this moment that he knew he fucked up.
And then we had a match. Stone Cold Steve Austin, Kevin Owens, the bell rings, you hear. And I was like, oh shit, this is happening. We got a match. So, first things first, they began to trade shots. Stone Cold went to stomp a mud hole, but he kicked him slow. Now, Stone Cold, I heard Brian Alvarez talk about this. Shout out to Wrestling Observer Radio. He said, normally you warm up before you come out there so that when you come out there, you're not cold and you're not stiff. And I think Stone Cold was cold because remember, they sat down for 10 minutes to do talking segment, to do promos. And I think Stone Cold was kind of stiff. He was kind of cold. And, you got to warm up. So his mud hole, he started off slow. Then he began to stomp a mud hole in his ass, threw him outside the ring. There was a suplex. Stone Cold took a suplex. They brawled outside the ring, threw him over the barricade. Stone Cold took a suplex on the concrete. That had to suck. I was like, ouch. When I saw that, I was like, fuck this shit, I'm out. I was like, damn, that hurt. That hurt me. They still began to brawl a little bit more. Stone Cold then began to change the tide. They brawled. And then Stone Cold took him up the ramp onto. He put Kevin Owens through a table first. When they came back from the crowd, he put him through a table, threw him onto the ATV, rolled the ATV up, hit him with a suplex on one side, ran down, hit him with a suplex on the other side, threw him down the ring, and then he threw him down the stage, and then he began to kind of take control. Kevin Owens made a comeback. Went to grab a steel chair, and I think it was The Rock who did this spot where he grabbed the chair. I think he went to hit Mankind, and it bounced off and he hit himself in the face like a dumbass. Oh man, excuse me. He hit himself in the face like a dumbass. So Kevin Owens went to go hit Stone Cold. He ducked and hit himself in the face, which was hilarious. And he turned around and then he ate a stunner for the 1, 2, 3. This was awesome. Perfect. This was awesome. This was awesome. Kevin Owens got the loss. In between Stone Cold hitting and throwing Kevin Owens around, I think he went through 85 beers. This was a crazy promotion for his new Broken Skull beer. Because he would hit him a few times, drink a beer. What? He would hit him another time, drink a beer. What? He would hit him with 50 freaking shots and then drink like 2 or 3 beers after everything. Shout out to Stone Cold, a true Texan. I heard they drink a lot of beer down in Texas. What? So that was dope. I should get a what soundbite. What? What? Oh man, I gotta get some more sound bites. So this was awesome. He drank the beer. Crowd went home happy. Hit him with another stunner for good measure. Byron Saxton came in, drank a beer with him. He hit Byron Saxton with a stunner, and this was just fun. This was a lot of fun. Then he came in and celebrated with his brother. Thought he was going to give his brother a stunner, but he didn't stun his brother. They celebrated drinking beer together. And that is how the show went off the air. Night 1, while it wasn't flawless, it was great. May the Lord open. Night 1 was great. I did not think this was going to be that good. I thought we would have 1 or 2 good things. I thought the Cody would be a good surprise, but I thought it would be lackluster. This felt like a WrestleMania to me. Night 2 has a lot to live up to, and I'm not going to lie, I don't know if it will. I'm going to be honest. I don't know if Night 1 is going to be as good as Night 2, but I hope it is. I hope that Night 2 lives up to expectations. I hope Brock and Roman deliver and sends us home happy. I hope they have another. Maybe they have another surprise or two for night 2. I hope, but I really wish that they come with it for night 2, because night 1 over delivered. Because I went into this with low expectations and it over delivered. When I'm telling you that Logan Paul and The Miz versus the Mysterios was a good match, woo, you know they over delivered last night. So night 2, I feel sorry for you.
Come get some.
You got a lot to live up to, but I believe in you. I believe that you can pull off at least a decent show tonight, making my WrestleMania experience this weekend awesome. So let's see what happens. So that's all I got for you guys today. This is your What the Wrestling review for WrestleMania Night 1 live from AT&T Stadium. Like I said, a lot going on. The beginning of Season 3 is here. God damn it. The champ is here. Shout out to Cena. I'm out of here. Got to go enjoy the day. Got to prepare for WrestleMania Night 2. All you good people, be safe. Shout out to everybody. Man, I cannot wait to see what happens tonight. Be safe. Check out my socials one more time. Everybody, once again, this is What the Wrestling. I look forward to seeing everybody tonight for night 2 of WrestleMania. Be safe. I am out. Peace.
Dom DeMarco.